All right, so tap just below your collarbone. So gently tap. And middle of the sternum. And boost your immune system. Good, inside the ribs. Spleen your digestion. And loose and relax. Swing. So as it's Friday today, and the end of a long, busy week for some people, we're going to do something a little different today. We're going to do something that my guess is that none of you out there have done this before. We're going to do a short Tai Chi sequence called 7-Star Tai Chi. And this is a sequence that can be done both sitting down and standing up. If you do it standing up, there are a couple of variations that you can put in there as well. So that's what we're going to do today. If you're familiar with the 24 posture form or the 8-step Tai Chi, you'll be familiar with all the movements. All the movements are out of the 24 posture form, and it's done in a similar sort of way to the 8-step form. So we're going to do 7 movements. We're going to do the introductory movement. We're going to do brush knee and push. Then we're going to do parting the wild horse's mane, wave hands like clouds. Fair maiden passes the shuttle and grasping the sparrow's tail, and then cross arms and the closing movement as the last one. So that's my treat for you for today. So when you've done this, I would like some feedback on it, of what you think of it. Okay. But for the moment, just keep swinging those arms loose and relax. All right, and allow your arms to come to a rest. And then turn your waist and let your arms swing. Again, loose and relax. And now bring the hands into it. Small back on the opposite side. And just inside the shoulder with the front. Good. And let the waist, take the hands out of it. And then let your waist come to yeah. Right, head to one shoulder, roll it down and around to the shoulder. Without tilting it back, bringing it across. Exhale as you go around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. One more. And change direction. Head to the shoulder. Roll it down and around to the shoulder without tilting it back, bringing it across. Exhale as you go around. Inhale across. Exhale. Inhale. And one more. Good. Bend your knees, let your arms hang down. And roll your shoulders. Change direction. One more. Straighten up and rub your hands. So try and make sure that you get every spot of your hands. Pretend you're washing your hands. All right, rest. Good. Forearms. Elbows. Interlace your fingers and roll your wrists. Good. Change direction. Good. Push one wrist up and then the other. And nod. And rub the palms of your hands. Hands on the small of your back. So keep your head still, your head upright, and gently circle your way. And change direction. And one more. And if you choose, bring your feet closer together and circle your tailbone. Change direction. One more. And then bring your feet as close together as you are safe and comfortable. Rub your palms again. So remember, we do this to activate the acupuncture point at the center of your palm. And now rub your knee. And pat your knees. Good. Rest your hands above your knees. Bend and straighten. And one more. Good. Straighten up and either one foot behind you or just pick up your ankle or pick up your foot and roll your ankle. And change direction. Good. Tap the ball of the foot. Good. And change feet. And pick up your ankle. Pick up your foot. Roll your ankle out. Good. Change direction. Good. Then tap the ball of the foot. Okay. So 7-step Tai Chi. So let me just demonstrate to you what this looks like, and then we'll go through each movement and get you a good idea of how to do this. Okay. So first of all, we do the introductory movement. The same as we do in the 18 form, the basic movement form, the 24 posture form, the 8-step form. Then we're going to step out to our left, and we're going to do brush, knee, and push. We're going to come back, bring the left foot in. We're going to step out to the right and do brush, knee, and push. And come back, bring the right foot in. We're going to step out with the left and do parting the wild horse's mane. I'm going to bring it back. And we're going to do parting the wild horse's mane to the right. I'm going to bring it back. And we're going to do wave hands like clouds. And then from there, we're going to step out this time to the right. And we're going to do fair maiden passes the shuffle. And bring it back. And do fair maiden passes the shuttle to the left. Bring it back. And we're going to do grasping the sparrow's tail to the right. And then we're going to do, wait for it, grasping the sparrow's tail to the left. And then we're going to do cross arms. And bring the hands down. Okay. So that's what seven-star Tai Chi looks like. So if you've done the 24 posture form, the 8-step form, those pretty much should all be familiar to you. If you've been doing Shibashi with me, you'll recognize some of them, and others you won't. So if you're doing this sat down, you're just going to put your foot out, whichever foot it is. Okay? Preferably about on a 45-degree angle so that we get some turning and twisting of the torso. Now, if you are standing, when you step out to the corner, you want to look at your feet and you want to make sure that if you slide your front foot back in my left foot here, you slide it back on a 45-degree angle, that it misses your right heel probably by about 4 inches. Okay? If you slide it back and it hits it, you're trying to stand on a tightrope and you're going to be unsteady. So you want to move it out a bit. So when you slide it back, you have that space, and you should be here, and you should feel pretty steady. Okay, and so you have to watch each one of those as you do the step out to make sure that you create those railroad tracks, because it's like having your feet outside of the 2 railroad tracks. The feet never go between the tracks. Okay, that's one of the most important things that you can do when you're doing these stances, is create that stability by that deliberate placement of your front foot to create that space, those railroad tracks, so that you are nice and steady. Okay, and so we do 2 steps out to the left in the first part, 2 steps out to the right. And then in the second half, we do 2 steps out to the right, and then we do 2 steps out to the left. So there's a balance there between first to the left and first to the right. Okay. So for the introductory movement, so we start with our feet shoulder width apart, toes straight forwards, back up straight, head up tall, arms relaxed to the side. The knees are relaxed, so there's a little bit of movement in the knees. So the movement is that your hands float up as if your wrists are being pulled up by strings. So imagine that you're like a puppet and your wrists are pulled up. And the wrists come up shoulder height, top of the wrist, top of the shoulder. And then your hands sink down. Okay? Imagine that string is lowering your hands. Okay? So the hands float up to the height of the shoulders, and then they sink down. Okay? So as your hands sink down, your legs are also going to bend just a little bit. Back stays up straight, so you're sinking from your center down, but still thinking about rising up from your center upwards. So it's not hunch down, it's all in the knees. Again, if you use the metaphor of a puppet, it's like having eyelets for your hips, your knees, and your ankles. And you know that when you lower that string that's holding the puppet up by its head, because those 3 joints are loose, the legs just bend, but the body still hangs straight. Okay? That's an important aspect that we want in all the Tai Chi and the Qigong that we do. Okay? So the introductory movement is an inhale as your hands float up to the height of your shoulders, and an exhale as your hands sink down and your legs bend. Okay? So that's the first part, the introductory movement. Once we've done that, you're going to have this very deliberate shifting of your weight to your right foot, keeping the back up straight, getting all the balance on the right foot. You're going to pick up your left foot and step it out or turn it out to the corner, making sure that you have those railroad tracks between your feet. You're going to shift your weight. Your belly button should be pointing with your back foot at the moment. And as you shift your weight to the left foot, you turn your belly button to point with the left foot. Okay? So you shift and turn together. Okay? We bring the weight back by shifting and turning back to the right foot. We bring the left foot in. We shift our weight over to the left foot. We step out to the corner with the right foot again, remembering those railroad tracks. We shift and turn to the right foot. Okay? And that's the way that all these shifts from side to side work if you're standing. We want this very deliberate shifting of the weight, this stepping. You're all balanced on the back foot so that you can easily step out. Okay? And then you shift and turn, controlling your center. Okay? And so then we'll switch back to the right side and back and forth. Now, if you're doing this sat down and you put your foot out to the corner, you can't shift your weight and turn. So you're actually just going to move from the shoulders. You're going to twist the shoulders to the corner. Obviously, because your seat is going to be on the chair, you can't move that. So there is a slightly different aspect of the benefits of this between sitting and standing. If you are sitting, you are going to get more of an organ massage by this twisting of the shoulders off the hips. Okay? This also generates a little bit more core work to do. Okay? So a lot of people will find that doing this sat down can actually be a little bit more physically challenging than doing it standing up. Okay? The bed between sitting and standing, the benefits shift a little bit. Okay? One is no better than the other. They're just a little different. Okay? So the hand movement for brush, knee, and push. Okay? So our hands in the introductory movement have floated up. They've sunk down. We've sunk all our way down into both feet. As you move your weight to your right foot, your left hand is going to move, palm down in front of your belly button. Your left hand is going to come on top as if it's resting on top of a ball. You take your step out. Then as you shift your weight and turn your belly button, your bottom hand is going to brush past your knee and your top hand is going to push towards the corner. Okay? So you get this brush the knee and push movement. Okay? So let's do that again. So the hands float up, sink down. So we shift our weight to the right foot. We position the left hand in front of the belly button, right hand on top of all. We step with the left. We shift the weight and turn the belly button to the left. We brush the knee and we push with the right hand. Good. Now bring your weight back to the right foot. As you do that, drop your right hand down in front of your belly button. Bring your left hand on top. Bring your left foot in. Shift your weight over to the left foot. Step the right foot out to the corner. Now this time as you shift and turn, your right hand brushes past your knee and your left hand pushes. Okay? So that's the first two movements there. So let's go back to the beginning. So hands float up to the height of the shoulders. The hands sink down. You sink your legs down. Sink your weight down. Shift your weight to the right foot, right hand on top, left hand in front of the belly button. Step out with the left foot. Left hand brushes the knee and the right hand pushes. We shift and turn to the right foot. The hands change. We bring the left foot in. Shift the weight to the left foot. Step the right foot out to the corner. And we brush the knee and push. Good. So now the footwork, the same to get to parting the wild horse's mane. You're going to shift your weight back to the left foot. Now, as you do that, you're going to bring your left hand underneath your ball, your right hand on top. You're going to bring your right foot in. Shift your weight to the right foot. Step out with the left. Touch the heel, foot flat. Now, this time, your hands are going to change as you shift and turn. So you want to end up with your left foot on the 45 degrees, your belly button on the 45 degrees, you're looking over your left hand, and your right hand is pushed down at the side, at the right hip, or the right, yeah. So, back to the right side. So we shift our weight to the right foot. We position our belly button to point with the right foot. We bring the left hand palm down. We bring the left foot in. Bring the right hand underneath as you shift your weight across to the left. Step out with the right foot. And again, your hands change as you shift and turn to the right. So right foot, belly button, right hand, eyes, all on this 45-degree angle to the corner. Left hand down by the top of your left thigh. Okay? So that's the first three movements. Okay? So let's do that. Hands float up. Hands sink down. Lower your weight down. Shift your weight to the right foot, right hand on top, left hand in front of the belly button. Step out with the left. Brush the knee and push. Shift and turn to the right foot, right hand in front of the belly button. Left hand on top, bring the left foot in. Shift your weight to the left foot. Step the right foot out. Right hand brushes the knee, and the left hand pushes. Shift and turn to the left foot. Bring the right hand on top. Bring the right foot in. Shift your weight to the right foot. Bring the left hand underneath. Step out with the left foot. Hands change as you shift and turn to the left foot. Shift and turn to the right foot. Left hand on top of your ball. Left foot comes in. Shift the weight to the left foot. Bring the right hand underneath. Step out with the right. Hands change. Good. Now we go into wave hands like clouds. So you're going to shift your weight back to the left foot. Bring the right foot in, shoulder width. Shift your weight to the center. Bring the left hand across. And your hands change on the left side. Right hand is on top. We turn our weight to the right. To the left. Hands change on the left side. Turn your belly button to the right. Hands change. Turn your belly button to the left. Hands change. Turn your belly button to the right. Hands change. Good. Now shift and turn to the left. Bring your right hand underneath your ball. Put your left hand on top of your ball. Step your right foot out this time. Now, as you shift and turn, your right hand is going to come up over your head, and your left hand is going to drive to that right corner. So now your right foot, your belly button, your eyes, and your left hand are to the corner. Your right hand is over the head. Good. Now shift and turn to the left foot. Drop the hands down. Right hand on top of the ball, bring the right foot in. Shift your weight to the right foot, bring the left hand underneath. Step out with the left foot. So again, as you shift and turn to the left foot, bring the left hand up over the head and drive that right hand to the left corner. Okay? All right. That's more than half of it. So let's do that again. Hands float up. Hands sink down. Sink your weight down. Shift your weight to the right foot, right hand on top, left hand in front of the belly button. Step with the left. Brush the knee and push. Shift and turn to the right foot. Bring the left hand on top, drop the right hand down. Bring the left foot in, shift your weight to the left foot. Step with the right. Brush the knee and push. Shift and turn to the left foot. Bring the right hand on top. Bring the right foot in. Shift your weight to the right foot. Bring the left hand underneath. And step with the left. Hands change as you shift and turn to the left foot. Shift and turn to the right foot. Right hand on top. Bring the right foot in. Shift your weight to the left foot. Right hand underneath. Step with the right. Hands change as you shift and turn to the right foot. Shift your weight to the left foot. Bring the right foot in, settle in the center. Bring the left hand across, hands change. So your belly button at the moment is on the right corner. Turn your belly button to the left, hands change. Turn your belly button to the right, hands change. Turn your belly button to the left, hands change. Turn your belly button to the right, hands change. Shift your weight to the left foot, turn the belly button to point straight forward. Left hand on top of your ball, right hand underneath, step with the right. Shift and turn, bring the right hand over the head, drive the left hand to the corner. Shift and turn to the left foot, drop the right hand down, bring the right foot in, shift your weight to the right foot, bring the left hand underneath, and step with the right. As you shift and turn, bring the left hand over the head and drive the right hand to the foot. Good. Grasping the sparrow's tail. So shift and turn to the right foot, drop the left hand down, bring the left foot in, shift your weight to the left foot, bring the right hand underneath, step with the right. So your hands change just the same as parting the wild horse's mane. So your right hand, right foot forward. But this time your back hand is forwards parallel with your front knee. Without shifting your weight, turn your belly button to point straight forwards. Right hand turns palm down, left hand turns palm up. Shift your weight to the left foot and your hands drop down. Bring your left hand up to support your right wrist. Shift your weight and turn your belly button to the right foot. Reach the left hand over, separate your hands out. Now imagine your hands are lying on top of the ball. Roll that ball over as you shift back, bring your hands down. Shift forwards, push up and away. There's a lot to grasp in the sparrow's tail. Let's do it to the other side. So we shift and turn to the left foot, position the right hand on top as you bring the right foot in. Shift the weight to the right foot, bring the left hand across to make your ball, and step with the left. Hands change as you shift and turn. Again, the back hand is forward. Parting the wild horse's mane is here. Grasping the sparrow's tail is here. Turn your belly button to the right foot. Front hand palm down, back hand palm up. Shift your weight back, your hands drop. Bring your right hand up to press on your left wrist. Shift and turn to the right foot. Reach the right, sorry, left foot, right hand over, separate, roll back over your ball as you shift your weight back, bring your hands down underneath, shift forward, push up, and away. And that's, have we got all this so far? A lot of stuff. All right. So remember, this will be available on YouTube later on today. Okay. All right. So we got one last part to add, and that's the crossed arms, and we have the whole thing. All right. So hands float up to the height of your shoulders. Hands sink down. Shift your weight to the right foot, right hand on top, left hand in front of the belly button. Step with the left. Brush the knee and push. Shift and turn to the right. Bring the left hand on top. Bring the left foot in. Shift your weight to the left foot. Step out with the right. Brush the knee and push. Shift and turn to the left foot. Bring the right hand on top. Bring the right foot in. Notice as you put this hand up, the right hand on top, your right foot comes in, and vice versa. Shift your weight to the right foot. Bring the left hand underneath. So the hand that comes underneath is the foot that steps out. Hands change as you shift and turn to the left foot. Shift and turn to the right foot. Left hand on top. Left foot comes in. Shift to the left foot. Bring the right hand underneath. Right foot steps out. Hands change. Oop, I almost did grasping the sparrow's tail then. Shift your way back to the left foot. Bring the right foot in. Settle in the center. Hands change on the right. Turn your belly button to the left. Hands change. Turn your belly button to the right. Change. Turn your belly button to the left. Change. Turn your belly button to the right. Change. Turn your belly button forwards. Bring the left hand on top. Bring the right hand underneath. Step out with the right for fair maiden. So as we shift and turn to the right hand comes over the head, and the left hand drives towards the corner. Shift and turn to the left foot. Right hand on top. Bring the right foot in. Shift your weight to the right foot. Left hand underneath. Step out with the left. Shift and turn to the left foot and drive that right hand to the corner. Shift and turn to the right foot. Bring the left hand on top. Bring the left foot in. Shift your weight to the left foot. Bring the right hand underneath and step with the right. Hands change as you shift and turn to the right foot. Without shifting the weight, just turn your belly button to point with the left foot. Shift your weight back, drop your hand. Bring your left hand up to press on your right wrist. Shift and turn to the right foot. Reach the left hand over. Separate. Shift your weight back. Roll your hands over your ball. Bring your hands down underneath. Shift forwards, push up and away. Shift and turn to the left foot. Bring the right foot in, the right hand on top of your ball. Shift your weight to the right foot. Bring the left hand underneath. Step with the left. Hands change as you shift and turn to the left. Turn the belly button to the right foot. Your hands turn over. Shift your weight to the right foot. Your hands. Right hand presses on the left wrist as you shift and turn to the left foot. Reach the right hand over, separate, roll back, bring your hands down underneath, shift forwards, push up and away. So from here, shift and turn to the right foot, drop the hands down to the side, bring the left foot in, settle your weight, in the center. Bring the left hand up, followed by the right, up to the height of your chin. Separate your hands, palm down, and press down, sinking the hands all the way down to the side, and then straighten up. And that is how to do 7-star Tai Chi. Okay, so we've got all that now. So let's do that again. And I will add the breathing onto this. The breathing is pretty simple. As you're stepping out, you're exhaling. As you're stepping back, you are inhaling. Okay? So you inhale as your hands float up. Exhale as your hands sink down. Inhale as you shift your weight to the right foot, right hand on top. Exhale as you step out to brush the knee and push. Inhale as you shift your weight back, position the hands, shift the weight to the left foot. Exhale as you step out and brush the knee and push. Inhale as you shift and turn to the left foot, bring the right hand on top, the right foot in, shift the weight. Exhale as you step out for passing the wild horse's nose. Inhale as you shift and turn to the right. Bring the left foot in, left hand on top, shift the weight, right hand underneath. Exhale as you step with the right, hands change. Inhale as you shift your weight back, bring the right foot in, settle in the center, hands change. Exhale as you turn to the left, hands change. Inhale as you turn to the right. Change. Exhale to the left. Change. Inhale to the right. You have to do that one a little bit quicker because you're going to inhale as you make your ball. And exhale as you step out with the right for fair maiden passes a shot. Inhale as you shift and turn to the left. Make your ball shift to the right. Exhale as you step out to the left. Fair maiden passes a shot. Inhale as you come back to the right. Make your ball shift to the left. Exhale as you step for grasping the sparrow's tail. Inhale as you pull back. Exhale as the right hand presses on the left wrist. Sorry, left hand presses on the right wrist. Reach over, separate. Inhale, roll back over your ball. Bring your hands down underneath. Exhale, push up and away. Excuse me. Inhale as you bring the right foot in. Shift the weight to the right foot. Make your ball. Exhale as you step with the left for grasping the sparrow's tail. Turn the belly button. Inhale, pull back. Exhale, right hand presses on the left wrist. Reach over, separate. Inhale, roll back. Exhale, push up and away. Inhale as you shift your weight back, bring the left foot in. Left hand comes up, followed by the right to the height of the chin. Separate the hands and exhale. Bring your hands all the way down to the side. All right. And that is how to do 7-star Tai Chi. So let's do that one more time. So concentrate initially on getting the physical movements correct. And once you've got those, then add the breathing in. While you're practicing, remember to keep breathing, okay? So the ultimate goal, as always, is that your mind controls your breath controls your movement. So that we integrate the mind with the body. All right, one more time. So shoulder width apart, toes straight, pulse back up straight, head up tall, arms relaxed. So your hands float up to the height of your shoulders. Your hands sink down your legs. Shift your weight to the right foot, right hand on top, left hand in front of the belly button, step with the left. Shift and turn, brush the knee. Shift and turn to the left. Drop the right hand down, left hand on top, bring the left foot in, shift the weight to the left foot. Step out with the right, brush the knee and push. Shift and turn to the left, right hand on top, right foot in, shift the weight to the right, left hand underneath, and step with the left, parting the wild horses. Shift and turn to the right, left hand on top, left foot comes in, shift your weight to the left, right hand underneath, and step, hands change. Shift your weight back, bring the right foot in, settle in the center, hands change on the right side. Turn your belly button to the left, hands change. Turn your belly button to the right, hands change. Turn your belly button to the left, hands change. Turn your belly button to the right, hands change. Turn your belly button to the left foot, bring your left hand on top, the right hand underneath, and step to the right corner. Fair maiden passes the shoulder. Shift and turn to the left, right hand on top, right foot comes in, left hand comes underneath, step out with the left, fair maiden passes the shoulder. Shift and turn to the right, left hand on top, left foot comes in, shift to the left, bring the right hand underneath, step with the right, hands change for grasping the sparrow tail. Turn the belly button, the hands turn over, shift your weight, the hands drop. Left hand presses on the right wrist, shift and turn to the right, reach the left hand over, separate, roll back, push up and away. Shift and turn to left, right hand on top, right foot comes in, shift to the right, left hand underneath, and step to the left for grasping the sparrow's tail. Turn the belly button to the right foot, pull back, your hands drop down. Right hand presses on the left wrist as you shift and turn. Reach the right hand over, separate. Roll back over your ball, bring your hands down underneath. Shift forward, push up. Shift and turn to the right foot, drop the hands down, bring the left foot in. Left hand comes up, followed by the right to the height of the chin. The hands separate and press down. All the way down to the side. And that is 7-star Tai Chi.